Today, we're taking a look at the Chiefs roster, or lack thereof. We're giving you players to watch for and giving you our Chiefs versus Titans hot picks presented by Zarda Barbecue, so stick around.
Welcome back to All Chiefed Up, the #1 independent Chiefs channel on YouTube. If you find yourself enjoying any of the content, hit that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
The 2025 season has been a relentless test of grit for the Kansas City Chiefs, but as they prepare to face the Tennessee Titans this Sunday, the challenge has reached a breaking point. The final injury report is in, and the word being used to describe the situation is insurmountable. With a staggering 9 players officially ruled out and a total of 18 names appearing on the injury report this week, the Chiefs are heading into Nashville with a roster that is barely recognizable. The biggest blow comes to the passing game. Receivers Rashee Rice and Tyquan Thornton both remain in concussion protocol and will not play. This leaves Gardner Minshew, who is already filling in for the sideline Patrick Mahomes, without 2 of his most explosive weapons. The burden now falls entirely on Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, and Juju Smith-Schuster to keep that offense afloat. However, catching passes is only half the battle. Protecting the quarterback is the other. The offensive line is in full-blown crisis mode. Both starting right tackle Jawan Taylor and swing tackle Jalen Moore are ruled out. This forces the Chiefs to look deeper into their reserves, likely starting undrafted rookie Esa Pole at left tackle. Pole marks the 4th different player to man that position this season, a terrifying prospect for any quarterback, honestly. The news is equally grim on the defensive side of the ball. Star corner Trent McDuffie, the cornerstone of the secondary and a vital asset for the team's future, has been ruled out with a knee injury. He's joined on the sidelines by Leo Chanel, linebacker, defensive tackle Derek Nottie, and Nazeeh Johnson, who they just brought up this week from IR. While the Chiefs have already been mathematically eliminated from playoff contention, head coach Andy Reid has remained firm. This team is not going to tank, but with nearly half the starting lineup watching from the training room, Sunday's 1 p.m. kickoff won't just be a football game, it's going to be an audition. In a season defined by next man up, the Chiefs are about to find out exactly how much depth they truly have left in the tank. So now, it's time to jump into our hot picks of the week for Chiefs versus Titans, presented by Kansas City's own Zarda Barbecue.
All right, y'all. I know that everybody's already looking forward to next season. I know that everyone's just worried about Patrick Mahomes and his recovery, but there is some football left to play, and there is some value that the Chiefs can gain out of these last few games of the season. First things first, I think we can get a good look at Gardner Minshew and how he can control this offense, or the lack thereof. I know that everyone's been talking about big changes, but we know they're not coming right now, so we're going to see a lot of what we've been seeing all year long. And I'm going to be quite honest with you, I think the Chiefs are low-key tanking the last few games to get a better draft pick. We all saw the injury report, and half of the team's not going to play. But there are a few young guys that could get some playing time here that I think that all of us are interested in seeing what they can do. We'll start with Jalen Royals. Maybe we'll actually see him get some snaps. And who knows? Gardner Minshew might hit him with a couple of balls, and we might see what he can do. Something else we could all be a little excited about is maybe they'll give Brashard Smith more of a workload. Maybe he'll have some significant snaps in this one. With all of our woes at running back all season long, I think it would be great just to see what this kid has to offer us. And who knows, we might even see Elijah Mitchell get some carries and see what we've been missing with him all year. On the defensive side of the ball, we might actually get to see Jeffrey Bassa play a little bit of linebacker. I know, it's not super exciting, but it's something. It's something that we can look forward to and something that we can watch on Sunday. But let me hurry up and get to my prediction here. I honestly don't think the Chiefs are going to win this football game. I know the Titans are bad, but I also feel, like I said earlier, the Chiefs are low-key trying to tank out the rest of the season to help their draft pick. And if you think about all of our offensive linemen that won't be playing in this game, and you think about who's going to be trying to block Jeffrey Simmons, I really don't feel that good about it. The Titans have been slowly getting better this season. They're a young team. And our defense missing a lot of key pieces out there and probably not trying to overwork guys like Chris Jones and George Karlaftis. The Tennessee offense might just be able to move the football. I'm going to give this one to the Tennessee Titans, 27-20. I think that we'll see some points be scored, but nothing crazy. And maybe we can just see some of these young guys get some meaningful reps in and see where they stand going into next season. Because I know and you know that's what we're all thinking about here. As Chiefs fans, we've been conditioned the last decade to just want to play meaningful football. And this ain't it. But guys, it's our jobs as fans to support this team and cheer them on anyway. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing on Sunday. I hope all the guys have a good game. And I really hope Gardner Minshew settles in and plays pretty well. Because God forbid if Patrick Mahomes can't go in week 1, we need a quarterback that can help us win football games when Pat's not there. We don't want to get behind the 8 ball like we did this season and just never seem to catch up.
Christmas is right around the corner and you've been in the giving spirit. So now it's time to give a little back to yourself. We've teamed up with DraftKings Sportsbook to bring you an offer so that you can treat yourself this Christmas season by downloading the app today. DraftKings Sportsbook has all your favorite ways to bet touchdowns this NFL season, and now you can experience the game as a fan even further with dynamic odds that move with the game and more open live betting markets more often. So don't wait. Download the DraftKings app today. Get in on the action and sign up using our promo code ACU. With DraftKings, the crown is yours. So Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce called it a, quote, dagger in the back to have the season end with Patrick Mahomes going down to injury. He said it sucks, but that's the reality of it. And that pretty much sums it all up for me as well. But there are still 3 games left, so let's take a look at this Titans game. First off, it's a big audition for quarterback Gardner Minshew. Minshew once lived in a renovated bus outside of his trainer's home gym for 5 months, prepping for a football season. So we can gauge by that he takes things pretty seriously. He's going to have an opportunity to showcase his football skills over the next 3 weeks to see if that can get him another 1-year contract at season's end and possibly make some meaningful starts next year, just in case Mahomes isn't back and ready to go for week 1 after his surgery. As we previously discussed, it feels like the entire team has been bitten by the injury bug, so it's a crucial couple of weeks here to see what we have in the tank. I'm talking about guys like Brashard Smith. Can he become that dynamic playmaking Jerick McKinnon style back we've been missing? Jalen Royals, can he finally get some snaps and prove why we decided to opt for him in the 4th round instead of going after more defensive line help? There's no doubt he's capable, and with Hollywood and Juju likely gone at season's end, this could be a big-time tryout to see if he can make some noise or if we need to draft yet another wide receiver in 2026. It's also time to finally see linebacker Jeffrey Bassa because odds are Drew Tranquill is out in KC after this year. More Esa Pole, more Hunter Norzad, more Nohl Williams, more Kevin Knowles, and for the love of God, can we please let Jaden Hicks have a crap ton of snaps so he can get comfortable back there, because the way Spags has throttled him this year while using mental errors and mistakes as an excuse to keep him off the football field, yet letting Chamari Connor play 99% of the snaps is just insanity. There's no way his errors are as bad as Connor's week in and week out. Almost everyone thought this was going to be a monstrous breakout season for the second-year safety, but the Chiefs decided they didn't need him apparently. It's also time this coaching staff starts making good decisions, be it through game planning, play calling, or even personnel decisions. It's getting a bit old bringing in guys like Joshua Uche and Cam Thomas only to be not given a chance. Drafting kids like Jeffrey Bassa and Jaden Hicks and Jalen Royals only to be told Andy Reid's stale offense is too complex for the rookies. It's also so complex that the veterans like Dameon Pierce and others we've brought in over the past few years can't seem to figure it out either. The only way you can figure this offense out, apparently, is if you're a defensive coordinator in the NFL, such as the Texans or the Chargers DCs. So maybe we should hire them to come in and teach the offense instead of Matt Nagy and Connor Embry. This has just been a long, frustrating year, and after the playoffs miss and Mahomes' brutal knee injury, we've all just about had enough. This entire coaching staff is on thin ice, or at least they should be, and for that reason, I'm going to tell myself and think that with all their success and all their years of knowledge, that they can finally figure out how to beat this lowly Titans team. So I'm going to say Chiefs 16-13. No idea who the MVP is going to be, and honestly, I'm not even sold that these coaches can field a competent enough team to beat the same pathetic Titans. So I'll just say 16-13, and I'll move on.
All right, y'all. Get down in the comments. Let us know what you think about the whole thing. Also, put your score predictions. We love reading them.
Thanks for watching, Chiefs Kingdom. Be sure to hit that like button and share this with a friend. We'll catch you after the game for the post-game Chiefs versus Titans live reaction live stream. Go Chiefs.